Howdy there, folks. Tex the Black Pants Legion here, and welcome to the end of the Magistratum Mundanus. There's not much more to say about this episode, so let us begin the most knife fight city of endings we could have had. The Zeppelin heist. So, we have had a very interesting time up to this point. Now, as you gentlemen may remember, you arrived at a shuttle port, intent on just shooting everyone there, I guess, because that seemed like the right thing to do, and the only one of you to actually put anything together was, of course, the Krieger, who said, "Oh, is this your first coup?" and has clearly identified at least one of the potential outcomes of this. There has been, of course, many people in the hangar bay you also exchange fire with, perhaps players, perhaps not, now all deceased. And the sheer amount of damage that you have done has somewhat rendered you. One moment, I will invite you to the game. So, we've got basically the aftermath of a horrendous firefight. The so-called rogue trader group that you exchanged fire with has now departed, but you certainly did not make it easy on them. The gentlemen of Alpha Squad who were sent to counter-coup you have been counter-counter-couped, and they are now dead. What remains to be seen is why you're doing any of this. Though I suppose if there is a statement to be made at this point, you have no idea why you were here, just that you must kill. So, now begins the Zeppelin heist. Alright, so you were standing in the wreckage of the shuttle bay, admiring the afterwork and handy math of your efforts. Has everyone managed to log in? Cool. Admiring the handiwork of your efforts, breathing in the fumes and vapors of your eradicated enemies and the remains, of course, of their shuttle that brought them here. The other shuttle is coming down for a landing, the one that had been waiting and radioing in. It doesn't seem to be in any sort of hurry whatsoever.
For whatever reason.
For whatever reason. Yeah, you've got the shuttle coming in. You've got a few of the people that you've more or less murdered into surrendering. You've got a bit of a fire and some fire protection actually working. Some of the crew that's run off has managed to turn some fire valves and route some actual water to the scene of devastation and the destruction of about 10,000 generations of family and one accidental gunfight. So, good job. But next up, this shuttle is coming in. So what do you do?
Sergeant, what are we doing?
Click everyone high.
What?
Distort vision.
Wait, so you're just gonna go you're like on it, and then you just
Yeah, I just shift out of reality.
Okay, so you're just gonna shift out. The psyker is just like. Why does he say that?
He just does like the peace sign and then fades away.
All right.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll just stand tall. I'm not really scared of rank here.
All right. So where are the rest of you going to attempt to hide?
Rig-like hide wall.
All right, so you're gonna hide under that little wall there.
Yeah, that's a nice little wall.
All right. So what about your captives?
Up them into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember,
so
no fucking in there.
All right. So they're like resisting. They're like, hey, what? You can't put us all in the one shitter. We put a lot of people in shitters in our day. There's no. Griglant, would you roll strength to close the door on them? Oh, they'll fit if you're strong enough. Just
Rig-like daydream.
He's just underneath that thing.
Oh no, Griglac failed a little bit. So it takes you a little longer to jam them in there because they are made of flesh and the room is finite. But between you both, you manage to just kick that door in and lock it. You hear screaming and suffocating inside. You hope they'll be all right, or don't.
Well, they're Alpha Squad, right?
Yeah, well, were. I think you retired them and their ambitions of law enforcement.
No, if you want to keep
no longer
them
citizens, they no longer have rights. That's how it works.
If you guys want to really keep them in there, here, take this pin off this grenade, like so, and then you just open the door, and you say, "Hey, hold this for me," and then you close the door. Simple as that.
Wait, what?
No, don't throw it back at us.
So wait,
No,
you're
if they-
just...
You're just gonna like try to bamboozle them like it's it's Looney Tunes.
No, they have to keep the pin closed. If they try to move out
You
of that
hold the
closet,
pin, so there's a spoon is ready to fly.
yeah. So if they go out of that closet for any reason, that pin's going to come out.
Okay, so you are just gonna say, "Hey, I'm putting a grenade in there. Please hold on to it."
I'm making a suggestion. I'm not actually doing it.
All right, I'm just...
Yeah.
Primark pizza.
No.
Fine, we'll just use the boring door lock.
Okay, what
Yeah,
we're
just
gonna do?
just yell through the door that if they don't shut the fuck up, we're gonna put a towel under it and suffocate them.
You'd hang the grenade on the handle.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the do not disturb token.
All right,
Do not disturb grenade.
who's got demolitions to wire it up?
All right, let's go. Any modifiers? Did I get my fate back?
Yes, you should.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
You're like, don't worry, I know a lot about explosives. And then a moment later, there's just a flash around the corner. All right, you rig it up really well because you've read the manual about 8 times once as a child. It was your favorite gift you ever got, the Imperial Infantryman's Sabotage Guide. A very limited Catachan printing. Half of it's in crayon, and it is waterproof.
Yeah, Catachan. It would all be like pictures then.
Yeah,
Catachans can't read.
Oh no, it's like pictures in crayon. Like it sounds things out, so it's like orc, and it's like it's waterproof, so they can't eat it. So you've managed to jam them in there. You've managed to rig up a good bomb. The shuttle has now landed. You hear the engines ticking down, but no one gets out. However, the rear shuttle door comes down with a just very movie satisfying, and then slowly clicks.
I peek my head around the wall
It's just sitting there.
menacingly.
However,
Yeah. Wee woo.
Griglak and Ricky, you guys are by the door. Or no, sorry. Also, Goat, you're by the door. You hear a radio click from inside the door, and you hear one way, Alpha, hurry up.
Hey, Sarge, you want us to be Alpha?
Yeah, stand up and stretch. Yep.
Yep,
Alpha,
I do the same thing.
We are Alpha.
Okay. I will do this deception. It is for lawful purposes.
Lawful deception.
Yeah, with the autocannon. I mean, it's Alpha Squad. They get all kinds of cool shit.
Well, that's true. They are known for being gaudy and weird.
Not
Right? We're probably going to have a hernia after this mission.
All right.
Because their uniforms are so much nicer, I have one of their bloodstained jackets draped over my trench coat.
I am large. All right.
Yeah.
So one of you guys is going to have to roll a little bit of deceive. Because if you're going to try to get in this, oh no.
We need you to pretend to be Alpha and that we're with Alpha as well. Can you do that?
Yeah, I think I'm an alpha male. One sec.
Oh,
Really
no.
come off
I'm
as
more
more
of
of a
a-
Sigma.
I'm more of
More of a ligma.
Yeah,
Got
he just fucking. I was like, you remind me a little bit of fuck you. That's his best he's got. Let's see here. And
No, he just says that. Good God. All right. So you just, okay. How do you, the guy's in the dropship and he looks over and he gives you the eye. What do you say to him as you pass?
I'm like, turn your fucking head around. We got to get out of here.
All right. So he just looks ahead and just kind of
Fuck
nods.
are you looking at? Yeah.
So you just yell at him as you go by like, ah.
Yeah.
All right. So he's,
Yeah, I'm pointing at him with a cigarette between my finger and second finger.
all right. So are you all getting in the dropship?
Yeah, I'm following wherever Sarge does, but I'm behind Griglak.
Okay. So as you get in the shuttle, the door starts closing behind you and it clicks and you hear the engine starting to spool up and the building or it starts to shake as thrust is applied and the guy starts to take off. You hear him yelling over the intercoms. And he's like, all right, mission bag is in the back. Do your part and we'll make some sweet money. Welcome to the high life, boys.
Woo!
Get a bag.
We need to know what the plan is.
All right, there is.
Yeah, the plan.
you're just like, woo, plan.
We have been briefed.
The shuttle is two long rows of military benches with harnesses and 5-point harnesses kind of just dangling as the thing rocks. And at the very front, you can see a double seat. And in the rear of the seat is the pilot. And he's just sitting there yelling over the intercom. There appears to be a bag in one of the seats, maybe, if you get up there.
All right, stride purposefully up there.
All right. There is a big bag strapped to one of the seats. Looks like a duffel bag, and the aircraft is starting to rock as he applies a little bit more thrust, and he's climbing up above the city.
I refuse to strap in.
So you're just gonna stand there and like,
Yeah, very, very Prussian, hands behind my back, shoulders arched.
yeah, like sitting at the bow of a ship. Got it.
Yeah, you're just leaning with every turn.
God.
Someone open the bag. I can't bend my back.
All right. Someone open the bag?
We like open bag.
All right. There is inside the bag a note. And
Greg like no read.
however, underneath the note and wrapped very tightly is a huge fucking rectangular brick of Imperial notes. It's more money than
lunch money.
Yeah, well, it's more money than all but Diggs has ever seen in his life. That is far more money than any of you have ever. Like, this is more money than you thought was possible to be in one place. It's all high denominations.
Armored boat cloaks for everyone.
Yeah.
Appropriated for the department.
He's like, these guys are fucked. All they have is a bunch of useless word papers. What a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, you shouldn't touch that. It's bad for you.
I don't want to touch it. That shit's dangerous.
Raya, what's the note say?
What does it say?
It says, officers, upon arrival, make your way to the main reception hall. Arrest the governor, and I will step in. You will be handsomely rewarded, and all this foolishness will end. And then there is a signature and a seal.
What's the signature?
Her Royal Majesty, Governor Magna, Leonora Ludovicus.
They want us to just arrest the governor. I don't know what they were thinking. The governor would just crack them open like a beer and chew them.
The governor's a pretty manly man.
Yes. Appears that in Ludovica.
You could make a roll to see if you remember, like anything in your reading of this place, because you have been telling me you've been studying as much as possible.
Okay, so I have total recall, which gives me, I think, a plus 20. So intelligence plus 20?
Yeah, just make it a flat, because this is pertinent.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. All right, so you get everything. There you go. I just sent it to you.
Oh, yes. So remember how we're not supposed to talk about the previous governments?
Ah.
Yeah, she wants to make a comeback and install a reign of terror and worse arbitrary laws and worse laws that were changing all the time. I don't believe... It's not my place to make these decisions, but fortunately the Imperium at large has already decided she's not fit to govern, so we have to stop this plot.
Excellent.
So we have an opportunity to detain her ourselves. I don't think we have the jurisdiction to do so. I believe it is highly probable that Groves will retroactively make that legal.
All right, so we're going aboard, and we are going to defend the governor from the ex-governor.
Maybe. I mean, is anyone else supposed to? I think we're the only ones that...
I don't know. We can't trust any more of the security services of this country.
So, but what about the governor?
Well, the governor's not the security service. He's the executive.
Oh, right. Of course.
How are we going to defend the governor?
I guess act like...
We'll get there and we'll figure it out.
We could just
If we have to fight our way to him to defend him, then we will.
Yeah.
Lock him in the bathroom.
Ricky just takes a drag from his cigarette. It's like, well, sounds like a terrible plan, but I got a better one. Takes a long drag and he looks over the edge and he goes, Think this thing can lift our car?
What?
Are you talking about the Taurox, or are you talking about the Bentley I put in the wall?
Oh no, our gun-mounted car, the one we use for the department.
Want to pick up our vehicle?
Yeah, our Taurox.
It could, yes.
We could land it on the deck of this airship and then use it to defend the governor.
So you're talking about going back to the police station, stealing your old patrol vehicle, heisting it into the air, and then using it as like a weapon on a Zeppelin.
Yeah, because the Zeppelin doesn't have any weapons.
I think that's a bit presumptive.
Does it?
Well, nothing that we can use.
I mean, we have a heavy weapons guy.
That's true. But someone else is going to be manning them.
You hear the Vox on the wall located next to the pilot beep. And the pilot yells, "Hey, can you get that?"
I just hand it to Quint, maintain the ruse.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. You hear the line crackle a little bit, and it seems like the line is having trouble stabilizing. You start to hear some very, very familiar sounds of someone warming up a very familiar Vox set, but you're having trouble stabilizing the signal. Could one of you
please tell me it's not dispatch?
What do you want us to roll?
G17 Delta, there's children on screen.
You're late for work.
How did they find us?
I don't really have tech use. Everything was done for me.
Yeah, I
have tech use.
Yeah, you're gonna need to use it.
I have terrible tech use. I'll roll it.
I'll do it. Just
Then you crash the plane. You pull the fuse out. You pull the fuse out, and all the lights die, and it just goes to the ground. You're like, oh. And
I say no. You say survivors. Tech use. Any modifiers?
No.
Damn, difficult.
Oh.
Well.
Oh no.
Plus 4 degrees of failure.
The radio dies.
I only have 1 feat point left.
The radio dies. It just shorts out, and the guy's like, he just looks over his shoulder, and as he looks over his shoulder at you, you realize something. It's a rattling pilot, and he's sitting on books, and he's using stilts to fly.
Fucking.
He looks like he has gang tattoos.
Yeah, he would.
Well, I'm not in uniform.
Yeah, we weren't, were we?
No.
I just motioned for Quintus, like, something.
You're such a tall and handsome pilot.
What? What? You're such a tall and handsome pilot. Roll.
Sounds like something he'd say.
Roll deceive. Yeah, you have earned this.
Okay, give me a second.
You are a tall and handsome pilot. Yeah, roll deceive. What?
He's on it. And I'll just lean and be like, for your kind, obviously.
Wow. So you're like, you're a tall and handsome pilot. And then he's like, for your kind. And the guy just kind of looks weird and just is like, okay. Like, just remembering these guys are hitmen. Maybe they're on goofy gas or something. And he just slowly turns around and tries not to look at you anymore.
I'll just kind of back up.
Yes, I have maintained the deception.
All right, he's fooled, boss. What next?
He bought it. As you turn around,
Guy's dumb, fucking dumbass halfling. No,
yeah, you're like this short little idiot up here. All right.
But every time he turns around, I'm like giving him the thumbs up from the back. All right, is there a fuse bus or anything where maybe we can get this phone back up?
Yeah, you actually see a fuse bus located near the drop ramp.
Okay. That's very military design. Gotta trudge to the back to go flip the fuses.
Next to the airtight lock, yes.
Okay. You stay with the phone. I'll go to the fuse bus.
All right.
I'm waiting for someone to correct me, but
I'm gonna be like, which one's the phone?
No, I'll do it.
Because I was gonna say, like, you pulled the
I
wrong
was
one,
like,
and it's
you're
just
like, you're the king of phones. What's going on?
Well, I was just gonna look to see if any were tripped. But.
yeah, it's actually as soon as you open it, you see one is popped. You've just managed to fuck something up in the amperage, and it was like and stopped. It's just a pop fuse.
I flip it back.
All right, you pop the fuse back in. The Vox is on. You're hearing that signal. It's getting weaker.
Yes, come in. There was a problem with the Vox. It is fixed.
You hear a wideband frequency. You're gonna have to rotate the aerial in order to get a signal fix.
All right, to start fucking with it. Do I need to roll anything?
No, as you start to toy with it, it starts to get stronger from a particular part of the city. And as you look at the overmap, you realize it's G17. It starts to come through crystal clear. You hear G17 calling Delta emergency. Delta emergency.
I don't know the Delta. What is the Delta?
Huddle and put your mouth over the roof.
Yeah.
Tell me if this is fucky.
I can't hear it.
G17, this is Delta.
All right, that sounds good. He's like,
Does it sound okay, or is it too
It's good.
So he goes, hey, a bunch of guys that used to be cops before the current government are wanting their jobs back. They drove a car into the lobby, and they got us pinned down in the armory. Comb is using a flamethrower. It's pretty rad. Whatever you're doing, I don't know where you went, but do it right. And if nothing else, good luck. And then he gets really quiet, and he's like, and if it all goes wrong and you got to run, just remember us. You were pretty cool. And then he hangs up.
Great. Yeah, he was going to say, Emperor be with you, Delta out. And, oh, shit, they already hung up.
The little pilot starts laughing as he's listening on another channel, and he goes, yeah, those fuckers are getting theirs tonight. Clean house all around, boys.
Yes, that is indeed what is
100%. Smart and handsome.
Just like uncomfortably like laughing behind him, like guffawing. Just oh god.
All right, boys. So what's the plan? How are we fucking these guys over?
No. So I motioned like pulling a gun, and then I point at the pilot, and then I point like, shooting him in the head.
But not until we land.
Yeah, when we land. That's step one.
So where are we landing?
I've got pilot surface.
Where are we dropping, boys?
You're going to a Zeppelin that is going to be the reception for a governor's party overlooking his great city, celebrating yet another magnanimous year of his majestic reign, in theory.
Look, boys, I know that you guys are all excited to get to this party, but I'm saying we need our truck. We need somebody who's on a mounted top of that thing. We need to roll out of there. We can't.
We have a weapon off of it on its tripod.
It's true.
It's not going to fit, Ricky. They're big, but most of the volume is the balloon, and you don't. People don't go in there. The gas goes in so that it floats.
He looks confused for a moment, and then he just smiles at you, and he goes, "Yeah."
We put the Torox on like the starboard landing pad, and the Zeppelin begins to tip until it slides off.
Yeah, like everyone slides off.
Humanity.
Yep. We just drop a Torox on some fucking apartment building for like a mile up.
Poof. Like the Wile E. Coyote poof.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your plan? Are you just going to go along with it? Or are you going to try to go back to your station that is obviously under attack right now?
No, we're going with it.
We're the only ones that are going after the governor.
All right.
The governor's a tough bastard. They probably have like at least another team like us out there. We need to find them and get rid of them before, and either inform the governor or get rid of those guys before the shooting starts. Or once the shooting starts, just join in on the governor's side and hope we don't get killed.
That's actually
that's a smart plan, Einstein. But do you have the governor's cone number?
No.
Actually,
we have someone who may though.
Can we call Groves from here?
You could try. We
have the phone king.
Yeah, you've been given multiple little routes to call.
Yeah, but that Rattling's probably going to listen in.
He might.
What's he going to do? He doesn't want to die either.
Oh yeah, we'll pop them and then we'll make the call over their dead bodies on the pad.
Yes.
All right.
I'll be basically like as soon as I'll be waiting by the radio.
You want me to spasm or like flashbang him?
Not until we land.
Yeah, just like you're in mid-flight and there's just a oof in the cockpit and the plane just falls out of the sky.
It doesn't care who you are if you're near me. You're like,
Uriah is just gonna have like dial the thing with like the finger hovering over the last digit, and then like as soon as like Ricky or whoever just go blat on the pilot, he's gonna hit it.
All right, so
Ricky, you get the pilot. I'll get the co-pilot.
What if we just held him down and made him tell us everything, so we know who we're looking for?
We already know who they're working for. We just don't know.
No, not working for. Who we're looking for.
We're looking for the governor. He's going to be like 8 feet tall, wearing armor that says, "I'm a man."
Wait, Ricky, maybe
a man.
I have the strength of a coursing river. No, Ricky, maybe you could ask the pilot to remind us what the other teams will be what the other friendly elements will be looking like.
All right,
there. You seem dumb
you got
enough.
It, buddy.
He won't think that's out of the ordinary.
I'll flank with Ricky because I like seeing his magic at work.
All right.
Yeah, he just he lights up another cigarette and he goes up into the cockpit and he sits in the co-pilot seat.
This is a no smoking flight.
He continues to smoke. He's like, "Look, I'm really fucking nervous when I don't smoke. All right," and he sits down right next to the pilot in the.
I like pull
seat.
a book underneath him to see what it is.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. He's like, "Oh fuck." You guys are coming up on the Zeppelin. You realize, you see it. The thing is fucking enormous. It looks like a city block with like 8 city blocks worth of gilded gas tank. It's an Art Deco death bomb. It's probably powered by the souls of the horribly malcontented workers that work in this place. But God, don't it look nice? And so it's just slowly crawling. You hear the onerous oncoming of its giant props churning the air and making a deep, low, thrumming buzz that's like a bass note that rumbles up your spine. Even though it may look weird, it's chopping clouds in half as it crawls around, so you realize it's pretty fucking cool. As you start coming into the landing bay, Ricky, you are going to...
Yeah, I'm going to wait for him to like land the plane. I'm just sitting up here being friendly.
All right, he lands it and knocks the engines back to nothing. And he's like, "All right, guys, get in there."
He's like, "Oh yeah, we're going to get in there. So who are the other, what did the other team look like? Do you got a prescription of the suspects?"
He just laughs and he goes, "Are you kidding me? It's the whole Underhill gang. It's all the Rattling gangs. Some guy came along, this guy named Tommy Splinishins. He took them all. He united them. All 20 gangs. He got them all up here. They're all up on the second floor. We took out the house."
In the middle of him saying that, I'm taking the sword and I'm putting it over his head and just pulling backwards into the seat.
Good God. So you just...
I wanted to talk to him. Damn it.
That's what we wanted to know.
So
that's fine.
So in the middle of him, like, yeah, and then they got... It's like, ha! And then just...
Finish, I dial G for Groves. Let's go.
All right.
You lost your head, sir.
You already just give him this dirty look.
All right. So, as you call it, you hear it ring as it switches through various switch boxes. You could swear you hear a woman crying on one. You can hear rats scurrying on another line. You hear it bounce between perhaps places not yet born. And then it arrives at a certain office and then gets bounced to one more mobile place. And you hear the click-clack of someone racking a shotgun and you hear, "Hello."
Hello, sir. We've discovered the previous administration is attempting a coup.
Oh, that's insane. Who could have predicted such a thing from data?
Probably me.
We're going to attempt to save the governor. We're going to have to fight a lot of short people. We're not sure how to inform the governor without being executed for treason right away.
Oh, he's well aware. Unfortunately, it appears that some people have stolen him. The question remains, are you bad enough dudes to rescue the governor?
He looks around and sees the sergeant like coming out with like wiping his sword off
on the body.
Yeah, like the head.
We just hold him the head.
Yeah, the head just like tumbles down past the ramp. It's like, yes, sir. It is my assessment that we are in fact bad dudes.
I will say this: if you can find where he is and get him off, I will gladly handle.
Hey, that
else.
I don't do that.
Oh, pardon, off the ship. Believe me, if I wanted you to squeeze something for me, it would have happened long ago. Don't worry. Frog will be fine.
Oh, right, Frog!
Does anyone know how to fly?
You hear Groves laugh.
I have navigate surface. I'll give it a good old Oxford try.
You just grind the nose. It's like Galaxy Quest. You just right out.
It's only got to make it to the ground the once, right?
Oh.
I'm not going to leave any of you guys stranded in midair. That's my promise.
He's
How
like, why
high
don't
do I
we fly
have to
this
roll
fucking thing? Why don't we just jump?
to get Frog up here?
Well, sir, it has been an honor to have the opportunity to directly interface with someone of your rank, despite our station. We are going to go and fight and perhaps die. And it sounds like you are also in a gunfight, so we should take up more of your time.
I am unfortunately working the opposite end of human resources this day.
Oh.
You hear a few more gunshots, and he's like, I'll be with you in a moment. And then there's a click.
Right. Okay.
He's working terminations, not hiring. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we need to kill all the short people we see and rescue the governor.
Wait.
Okay, one down.
You're like, one.
You can prorate.
We wiped out the Underhill gang once. It is my estimation that we most likely can do so again.
Well, one down.
Lead the way. I'm slow with this cannon.
All right. As you guys emerge out into the hangar deck, you see a few other shuttles arrayed around, and they are parked but cold, with being either refueled or being offloaded of cargo. But it appears that the deck is dry and empty and quiet.
Is anyone around?
None that you can see. It appears to be merely empty to frosty air.
This is reminding me of Lost in Paradise from Fifth Element.
That was what I'm kind of going for. But
so
an airship,
like, the governor's just sitting there listening to that.
Yeah, like that's
fucking song.
I wanted a ridiculous flying airship because I watched The Fifth Element, and I said I'm putting that in my fucking game. Except it's gonna be like a giant blimp that like its props are so loud it like thunders things out of the sky.
If you stare directly at them from the hangar deck, like poke your head around, you'd go deaf.
Yeah, like that's what I want. I wanted just ridiculousness. All right, so you are sitting on an empty hangar deck that is just very cold.
Are the other shuttlecraft, are they all unlocked?
You don't know.
I'm going to go try.
All right. The first one you come up to, you open, and you see that inside it are stacked Imperial Guard Reserve, the planetary PDF stockpiles. Looks like they have been raided.
Okay. I'm going to go up to the cockpit, and I'm going to shove my sword between panels and wiggle it around.
Oh, all right.
I want to disable these shuttles, all except for Headless over there.
Okay, so you're gonna, you know what?
No one escapes.
All right, so no one escapes. That is what we've decided. All right, make me a tech
no one
use.
escapes but us. Yeah.
Make me a tech use test to see if you know how to even disable.
No one escapes.
No one escapes. I got it. The Krieger has entered his element.
Russian.
The Krieger has entered his. All right, so You manage to stab a bunch of them with your sword, chanting "No one escapes," as your team unloads all of your equipment and chucks the little guy over the side, I'm presuming, unless you're keeping it for some reason. Please don't say you're keeping it for some reason.
No.
Like, I thought you were going to, like, put its head, like, on your hand and be like, "Ha-ha, guys, come around the corner, it's me, your friend."
What?
That's horrific.
No, I'm just...
Why would I ever think
We would
do
never
that?
do that.
We'd use a stick.
You have a mop? You're just like, that's me. Oh my god. That's so fucking dumb. Like, it just horrifies them. They just start crying.
We could peel his face off, put it on, like,
No.
Ricky's face, and they'll think he's the same guy.
He just looks over at Quintus and snaps his finger like, this guy's a fucking thinker.
Oh my god.
I just crouch down really low.
Mounted on the
He
cannon.
takes his
The
shoes
bullet
off
on
and
a
puts it
cannon.
on his knees.
Mounted on a cannon, so you just wheel it into the ballroom, and it's like, hey guys, it's me, totally not a gun. Hey, I'm here to be your friend. Let's kill the governor. Come here and give me a hug.
Save the governor. Save the governor.
Oh my god, that is just horrible. We've reached this level of the campaign. Like, all right, how many people do we have to tear the faces off? Yeah, I'm assuming you dispose of the corpse.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll land on some alpha sector.
I always check it for drugs, though.
All right. You find a pill bottle.
Excellent. He stashes that for later.
All right. So as you throw the body over the side, you see it hit the giant, what you realize are wooden props. And you just see it go.
Is that real wood?
Yeah. You're like, that sounded like real wood.
God damn.
I would have figured it was like, aluminum with a veneer, but
No.
wood.
Real wood with bronze end caps.
Ooh.
Yeah, true Gilded Age flight shit.
All right. Well, that's solved. Anything we want out of the boxes?
There's like somebody with a porthole down there just sees a body fly by and they go, what the fuck?
That are even.
Well, it would have been like pieces of a body. It hit the propeller.
Yeah.
Imagine
Fucking Titanic.
some kid is playing
I'm pretty slow at that rate.
some
It's like,
kid is playing hopscotch down below. And she's like, 1, 2, 3. And she's like, ah! God. All right. However, in your disabling of the vehicles, you start to smell ozone and fire.
They've got fire suppression. They'll take care of that.
As the Krieger leaves the last shuttle, you start to see smoke coming out of the cockpit.
Shut the door.
if you close the door, it'll slip it out.
And lock it.
So when they open it, it's just filled with smoke.
So that will either smother itself out because it burns all the oxygen, or it's going to burn through the cockpit glass and start a really big fire.
Well,
I'm not going to be here either way.
well done. Well,
We're going
done.
to walk away from this explosion like the people we are.
Oh, we're not walking away, but we're definitely going to have an explosion.
All right, before we ditch, do we want anything out of those guard boxes?
You see the window crack on the shuttle.
Okay, well, executive decision, we're leaving.
Yes.
You're just like, do. All right. As you pour out of the shuttle, you walk forward into a nice Titanic style. It is marble with gilt stone end caps and onyx wood balustrade going all the way up. It's a double staircase. And as your feet make falls on it, it makes almost musical notes as you climb it because they've cut sounding boards out of the bottom of it. And it sounds like you're ascending to heaven, going up to an upper floor. You realize this is what wealth, beyond any care for humanity, feels like.
I think it's the first time I've been in an elevator that wasn't running an advertisement.
Well, it's not an elevator. It's
I am deeply uncomfortable.
it's stairs you're walking up on either side. So it's like the giant Titanic staircase. And as you walk up, each of those steps has like a musical note to it.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was going to ask, is it just a scale or is it playing me a tune?
try it.
Why, can you help me carry this cannon?
So wait, all you guys are walking up and it's this beautiful chiming thing of like wealth. And then there's the cannon being drug up that thing. So it's like
Yeah.
ka-gunk, ka-gunk in the middle
Yes.
of it.
Like leaving fucking marks in it.
Yeah, like you've got this stone floor that's so amazing,
Cat.
and just leaving horrible gouge marks
Cat.
in it as you tear that along. All right,
Yeah, dude, I can barely lift the thing.
as you guys bring your cannon,
You have a dolly.
you're like, yeah, let's get a dolly.
Oh yeah, let's go to Dolly.
As you get up to the top of the stairs, you find a hatch. However, you hear a crash down below and an alarm start to wail.
Open the hatch.
You just ignore that. All right.
I refuse to deal with the consequences of my actions.
All right. That's fair. As you walk forward into the hallway, you hear lots of people walking back and forth, shuffling back and forth, running around. And they're just, it sounds like a bunch of people are happy and singing. You hear rattling voices. Lots of rattling voices.
Oh, where at?
I cock the bolter and eject one of the 40mm gyrojets into the wall.
Those are expensive.
I forgot it was loaded.
So you just rack it and it's like gunk.
Yeah, your eye just scuttles and picks it up and just shoves it in a pocket.
Those are so valuable. It's government property.
They are.
We'll need that later.
Okay. You hear them, and it's a big branching hallway up ahead. It looks like a honeycomb of rooms that goes along the spine of the ship. You hear over the intercom, boom, boom, fire in hangar deck, fire in hangar deck. All hands.
Oh, well.
Fire stations, fire in hangar deck. Boom, boom.
Such a good thing we caused that distraction. That was totally intentional.
Yeah, bolt shells are $10 each.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
That's 50 cal prices.
When you're making sweatshop money for most of the game.
Alright, we'll keep striding forward valiantly. Or at least I will. I can't talk for these guys, I guess.
All right. So you're carrying all your weapons and dragging this cannon up through what you realize are workspaces for the ship. There's storage for various things. You hear footsteps approaching from ahead. Lots of footsteps, perhaps dragging fire extinguishing equipment.
All right. I let the bolter hang on the sling underneath my inside-out greatcoat.
You realize you have one of two choices at this moment. See how this plays out, or try to duck into a side room.
Is there a door nearby?
There is a bulkhead door.
Quick, gang, hide! That went so well last time.
Come on, Scoob!
All right, so you
Lockers are Scooby.
I would kill him for a hot dog. What?
Or a seagull.
Yeah. All right. So as you open up the side door and close it behind you, you all turn in a Scooby-Doo moment. And there's a man with a long, voluminous robe. Mr. Diggs, could you make a science check, please?
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Sign.
Better not be a psyker.
Boy,
all right.
A lot of degrees.
Remember how you had that burning eye of Sauron upon you and you were terrified of it?
Yeah.
You're looking it right in the face.
Oh, wow. That's
we didn't.
right.
You didn't feel it from the hallway?
The man.
I wasn't looking for it.
No. And as well as you realize, the reason was the man was asleep. You just startled into his nap, and he's waking up, and he realizes you. You have one action. He is in bed.
I'm going to run up and put the bolter to his chest and pull the trigger.
Oh my god!
I'm also going to help
still
him
laid
out by
down.
running up with my guns and shooting as well.
I'm going to have a momentary freak out, and I will just attempt a spasm on him so he can't do anything.
All right,
We're just fucking this guy about a nap.
Bam!
Oh my god!
God.
So
1-9.
So he's like, what the fuck? And he starts spasming, he looks like an electrocuted animal, and then you walk up and just go full auto on him, I'm guessing. You just all run up
Just like fucking goose feathers
yeah,
flying
just
everywhere.
flying everywhere, blood spurting out. He's like that guy.
We are sending bolter rounds through the bottom of the Zeppelin.
All right, roll for damage. Roll for damage on that
Do I know
bolter.
him? Or does he look familiar?
No. However, he's very dead now.
I've been doing the chest.
Yeah, you need to roll the damage on that bolter. You didn't recognize him in that moment, but the psychic imprint was familiar. An ancient enemy, perhaps. However, his light has been extinguished.
Oh, fuck.
What? Oh, no. Did you just... Perils?
Oh, that was Paro. Sorry, I was supposed to be psychic. I was like, why am I summoning shit on that?
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
What I roll though? I rolled a 64. So
roll
let's see what psychic would have been.
Roll what?
I don't think Tex is keeping track of the head location.
I
got the furries.
The Furies or the Furries? Two different things.
Depends on how well his psyker powers works.
That's what I rolled on psychic.
Let's see, it's R/, right?
Oh no. Oh no.
/R.
Ignoring armor, but not
/R.
toughness bonus. All right, so Diggs, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to roll me a d5. All right. Oh, God. All right, so you do have a toughness bonus to knock that off. Your toughness bonus is?
4.
All right, so it does nothing, but you are just like knocked to the ground. However, I'm going to cancel that fear check because he's dead. So the source of it is just there's that little bit of relief. Yeah, it's like a match being struck. That light comes up and it goes right back down because your guys don't even think, they just start shooting.
I'm like,
yeah. So
okay, we're good.
It's over. It's over in a second. However, oh no! All right, as you
when I'm done pulling the trigger, I go, "Was that the governor?"
No.
No, it would not have been a very quick fight if that was the case.
However,
I don't know. He was.
There would have been a health bar that appeared at the bottom of the screen.
The music would have changed as well.
Yeah.
That Gregorian chant.
So
No, there's like Muzak going over all the intercoms all the time.
Oh God.
There was a chance you guys were gonna startle him or fuck it up on the way in, and he was gonna be the Darth Maul that fought you in the hangar deck. Like I was gonna have the Darth Maul with the robes, like.
Instead of having a cool Darth Maul fight, we just go up to where he's taking a nap and just kill him.
So I was just gonna let you know there was another way that was gonna go. I was gonna give him a sword and stuff, and it was gonna be great. But you guys just like shot Darth Maul in his sleep.
Your force sword is red.
Yeah, I love movie callbacks. So you managed to shoot holes through him, and the rounds just detonate on the other side of the pillow. However, there is a crack, and you are greeted to a gust of cold wind as it just sucks his body out the back. You seem to have done some damage to the room, which is now becoming very cold.
All right.
Why is this Zeppelin built to bolter specifications? How was an Astarte supposed to do a boarding action if necessary?
Well, you shot it from inside, not outside. They didn't think anybody would be in there. Yeah, but nobody would thought in a bedroom that someone would start firing a fucking bolter.
And the
these are clearly like the C-class cabins.
Yeah. Yeah, the outer shell maybe, but not here.
All right. Do we still hear the firefighting equipment clanging outside?
You hear the ship shudder a little bit and them change course, but you hear the crew seems to have passed. What you can hear over the hail of wind coming in through the hole you just shot.
Somebody put like a book over that.
Check his body for anything worth taking.
All you
the body's gone.
Yeah, got sucked out of the hole.
Oh, never mind. It went bye-bye.
Yeah, okay, you managed to steal. You managed it. Let's say that as he goes, you have a moment of lucidity, and you reach out and grab, and you have 2 slippers, comfy bed slippers that were his.
Oh,
I just put it on my bag.
So that girl playing hopscotch, it cuts back to that scene. Her mom's comforting her, and then the body of the fucking psyker falls next to her.
Do they look like personalized slippers, like they're his?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna douse on those later and find out what was up with that guy.
All right. Cool. So
are they bunny slippers?
Yeah. Well, they were as comfy. Psychers need comfy.
Yeah, they're like monogrammed. And,
they're all basically schizophrenics.
Yeah, they need their comfy shit. Yeah, they need their comfy shit. They need their comfy room. So
you don't know, but I'm always in pain.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always in pain.
That's my secret, Cap. I always hear the voices too. So you managed.
It's a good pain.
What is your next course of action now that you've stolen the man's shoes and shot?
You should leave this place. It's cold.
All right. You turn the door open and you see firefighting pipes and everything and hose being stretched through the open hole that you went down through the fire deck, and you see that the lines are being pressurized.
Excellent. They are, how would you say, distracted.
Yeah, you just see them hooked into the wall up ahead.
I am going to take the opportunity to switch my greatcoat back over to be facing right side out. It is now a uniform again.
So you are now
no
back.
longer disguised.
You are now back on the job.
Yep. We're saving the governor. We've got to be wearing his uniform, right?
All right, that's fair.
And as I walk by, I disconnect one of the fire hoses.
So
just with your sword, you just go ching and just cut the fucking thing off.
Just poke a hole in it so they can't get any pressure. That'll keep them distracted.
All right. As you're about to come up to that thing and try to stab the hose, you see there's all sorts of valves and gauges as well.
Okay, I just start spinning those all at random, and then I break off knobs.
All right. So the pipes wail and squeal. However, you hear a bang, and you hear a call from over the PA, and it's bing bong. Loss of ballast. Loss of ballast. Bing bong.
Oh,
All
no.
right, let's get out of here.
We have saved the governor.
Was the governor's name Ballas?
No, Belisarius Maximus.
Now he has to leave the ship. Everyone has to leave the ship.
He can't take you hostage if his boat's on fire.
Valid.
All right. So as you
We've
advance,
gone like 60 feet, and it's just a trail of destruction.
all right. So as you come up to a T intersection, you see a double locked door up ahead. You hear side rooms of people working rapidly. You hear people getting a little bit more agitated, trying to figure out what's going on. You hear commo going. Doors are locking. There is a curious door to your right, and as well a curious door to your left, but as well the doors up ahead appear to be double locked and secure, and it says Grand Ballroom.
Yeah, let's let ourselves into the grand ballroom. Everyone wash your face before you go in? All right.
Yeah.
We're just covered in blood from the 8 gunfights we've been in.
It's like Dragon Age, where you walk in and you're like, enchantment.
What's the matter, Lucy?
All right.
I don't know, as she's covered in tons of blood.
Yeah.
I lean in
Sorry.
real close and stare at the lock for a little bit.
It appears to be an electronic lock.
Electronic, you say? Yeah,
All right.
my method is destructive. Let's try another first.
On fire.
All right, make sure you, let's just say it's, you got to roll under a -20 on that one. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. This is a fancier lock.
Shit. I failed. I'm going to reroll. Would this be security or tech use?
Security. It's an electronic secure
I got
lock.
less than a 25%. I got a 24 chance of succeeding. Nope.
Griglak charge.
What? So Griglak's going to...
Hell yeah, brother.
So is Griglak going to try to just bash the door open?
No, he's going to try to cut it open with his sword of many teeth.
All right, you know what? Yeah, let's...
Actually, I have lightning attack. I don't need to charge. I can be civilized about this.
All right, so you're just going to whip around and shit?
If that doesn't work, I'm blowing the door.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Why he's so
Lightning
angry?
attack is 1 per degree of success.
If you hit in melee, roll WS to get another free attack.
I'd say just go with the first 2. I don't think this door would be able to stand up to more than that, especially because your shit's got penetration, 9?
So
That would cut their power armor.
Not gonna lie, I when he said lightning attack, I thought that he had actually picked up a lightning attack and was gonna electrocute the door. I was like, that's
Well,
pretty
yeah,
metal.
the magic shock sword, remember?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty metal.
Lightning attack is you just doing the fucking anime thing.
Fight electronics with lightning. That's pretty metal.
All right.
So I've done my 3 attacks. I haven't rolled for my extra attacks yet.
Jesus Christ.
Is that necessary? Yeah.
That is not...
Is 70 something enough damage?
That is way... That is
Sorry, nope.
Yeah, it does.
71.
If this was lore correct 40K, I'd be like, no, the door was forged in the heart of a dying star by 8 skeleton kings, and there... No, you just fucking... You walk up to the door, and you stare at it, and you comprehend all that is door, and all that has brought you to this place. From the Iron Bird to the Real Bird, from the rooftop to the cars in the parking lot, Griglak has been on one hell of a journey. You swing the sword 4 times. You sheath it as best you can before you realize it doesn't have one. Yeah. And then the door falls into 4 loud clacks on the floor.
Oh, he does the anime slice thing, and then it falls apart a second later.
Absolutely. Yeah. For no reason. We're Tarantinoing this.
I sadly put the grenades back in my pockets.
Griglak open door.
Griglak go through door.
Griglak go through door.
All right. As you walk through what was a door and now is not door, you walk up another set of stairs and you hear the chiming. At the higher level, you notice a woman and a man in a giant empty ballroom. The woman is wearing a skin-tight kind of catsuit with armor plating over it. It's a sin-skin affair and very expensive. She's got a long flowing robe and she has 2 very dangerous-looking needle pistols holstered on her belt.
Yeah, that's a previous governor. I'm calling it now. Only an inquisitor would fucking dress like that.
Oh, I wanted to be complete 1980s Obi-Wan Clouseau shit. And then across from her is seated an enormous man who appears to be unconscious on a throne. He is wearing a gas mask and broad and dented armor. He has a tuft of unruly hair. He looks like a wasteland warrior, but he slumbers.
Mediocre.
She stands over him just chuckling, and she goes, "Oh, Alpha Squad, you can help me throw this governor out."
Okay.
Right. On it.
Yeah. We'll take care of that.
Griglak take left foot.
we each grab a
We brought a portable forklift. I point over at Griglak.
Oh,
Walk out with the governor.
so all right. So you're just gonna try to just nonchalantly pick up the governor and be like, "No problem," and then leave.
Yeah,
if we can.
So wait. So who's in front of us?
Ricky, that's the big guy, governor.
Oh, and then who's the lady?
The previous governor.
We need to capture or kill her, Ricky.
but first we should get the governor.
Ricky hit on her.
He just looks up at the governor and he just goes, "Hey, governor, biggest fan. Listen, there's a bunch of little dudes. Anybody below 5 foot,
right.
shoot him in the face."
I pull the bolter up and fire.
Fuck!
Oh my god!
Damn it!
Nope. Ricky.
All right, so you're going to start a gunfight, and
No,
With the
we're not going to
unconscious.
start a gunfight. He's just telling the governor, "You need to get out of here, sir."
The governor's knocked out, Ricky.
yeah.
He's unconscious.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. That was my bad.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, yeah, the governor's
I was thinking maybe
unconscious.
you
She
tried
told
to
us to
rouse him
help
awake.
throw him out of the airlock or whatever.
Yeah,
He
and then
goes,
we're gonna
no, Ricky just goes like, "No, wait, I have an idea. We can wake him up. Hold on a minute." He looks through his coat and he goes, "I got this whistle. It should be able to wake him up out of the sleep. It's pretty loud, right?" And he goes and blows on it.
that's the whistle Colm gave you, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Cool.
He blows on it as hard as he can and he's just like, "I don't fucking hear anything."
You hear nothing.
Do I hear anything?
You hear nothing. However, do you have you feel it'd be a good idea to do one of your sensory things? You get a gut feeling that would be a real good idea.
I sigh and I take a knee and cover my head in the recovery position for whatever's about to happen.
I start looking around.
So the lady
The governor's
looks,
already down, so everybody who's standing up better move.
yeah, so the lady who is standing over the unconscious governor looks at you and is like, "Whistle? What? They said you Alpha Squad guys were weird." Diggs, you feel more life than you have ever felt flying and flapping toward you at this instance, like a bunch of drug-addled birds.
Oh, I thought it was bees. That's fine.
Yeah, you say that now.
And we're just gonna hear like,
Yeah, so you
Birds hit the hole.
yeah, so as the lady is standing there, you start to hear impacts against the glass. And it's just one after another after another until it's so many it starts to crack the glass and it starts to sound like drum beats as they swarm and fly. It seems to be as you look out the windows, all the birds on the continent are flying toward the airship.
Griglak, grab the governor. We'll close the door behind us slowly and quietly.
All right, yeah, I've just set up the tripod. And just
All right. So the lady governor is standing there surprised as you blow a whistle and birds start attacking. And then you pull out the autocannon and set it up. And she's like, who are you?
I want to be like,
have clearance to know.
Forget me.
No. I pull the bolter and I rack it again and eject another bolter round and go G17 Delta responding.
Best part about that is I cast Forget Me on her, so she didn't remember what he just said.
Well, you cast it. So you cast it first. So I'm going to say this happens. She's like, who are you? You cast Forget Me. And you're like, ha. And then he goes, G17 Delta responding. And she's like, wait, what? Like, she's double confused now.
Where am I?
What? Why?
As birds start attacking the airship, I will give you 1 round of action for this miraculous meeting of accidents.
Griglak, grab governor.
All right, so Griglak's gonna dive and grab the governor, or are you gonna grab the lady who's attempting to be governor?
No, we're definitely going to grab the governor. I think we should leave this room and let her deal with the birds.
Can I assist with that with my burly muscular strength?
So while she's standing there confused, you're just gonna grab him and go? Like, all right.
Yeah.
Shit and get, buddy. Like, I say that to the unconscious governor as we pull him out of the throne.
All right.
just covering them with the autocannon.
All right, so you cover with the autocannon. What are you casting, Quinn?
Free action, distort vision, so I just disappear from any kind of notice, and then I cast wall walk, so I just start running up the wall.
This is fucking Tarantino.
Yeah, so you just disappear. He's got the autocannon, and then the other two guys grab him, and Ricky's just like, we're out of here, Mr. President. Like, what?
They're like, don't worry, sir. We're going to get you out of here, Mr. President.
And you're like, G17 Delta, and she just stands there. She has no idea what has happened because you've just bamboozled her.
You'll remember in like, wait.
1d10 minutes.
Yeah, so as she just stands there.
8 minutes, she's going to be very upset.
She stands there just like, what? And you carry him down the stairs and you hear boom, 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 boom as his feet drag down the stairs and the autocannon behind it.
Is he wearing power armor or something?
He's wearing metal armor. So
Wait, so she doesn't get to do anything?
No, you've bamboozled.
She didn't even have a resist check for psychic powers?
I've got a roll on the side, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what a fucking, no wonder she got fucking ousted.
No. I forgot to put a character in for her, so I have her character in Word, and I was just like, shit, I'll just roll it on the side, and then I'm like, fuck. It's a mess. I apologize, but
I have something I want to give you, Tex.
What?
I don't know if you'd want it. Here, I'll just send it to you. Tell me if you can use it.
Let me see. Let's take a look at what you're sending here.
There we go.
There it is.
All right. All right. So, as you guys drag the governor out, you hear it crackling and booming from deeper in the ship as the one of the props shears off. May
I make one change?
Say again.
May I make one change to the scene you described?
But of course.
Griglak and I each grabbed a foot because he was sitting there, so it's been his head hitting each note on the
as well.
He's wearing a helmet.
Yeah, but you're naked gunning it as you run out. Okay, so you're running through this airship and you see rattlings running everywhere as alarms are going off, and you hear boom boom birds.
This is so fucking good.
Hey, where'd Quinn go?
Yeah. We look up and see Quinn doing karate on the ceiling.
No, he's dancing like the way out, like to this shit. Dancing to this. Oh my god.
As I phase back into vision.
Yeah, you're just like fucking.
I'll remember to be terrified about that later.
Yeah.
Because it's so stupid. God bless you guys. So you're this music. So you managed to. You're dancing to this music as you run out. You get down to the hangar deck. There is one shuttle left. Yours. The shuttle you left has since burned through the deck, taking the fire crew with it as hoses dangle in the wind that stopped working of their own accord.
Watch the hole.
I'm not asking you this to get you in trouble, but do you have any dope?
He looks over and he's just like, Uriah, I've always been wanting to see this moment as fire and shit's exploding around us. And he pulls out
Answer
a nice
the
baggie.
question, Ricky.
Yeah, no, he pulls out a nice baggie with your name on it.
Oh,
I've been waiting for these
These are
forever.
stimulants, right?
They're everything. That is a panacea
That's what we'll have to
of,
do.
of
All right.
escapism.
And open the governor's mouth, I think.
He's
You
like,
eat this,
oh,
right,
he's
Ricky?
going to wake up with this one.
so you're just gonna give the governor a bunch of street drugs?
Yeah,
Hey,
so he
street
can wake
drag.
up, because none of us
Hope
can
it
fly, but maybe
counteracts
he can.
whatever.
So
Yeah, hope it doesn't give him a heart attack.
Yeah, a street drug, not all of them.
Oh,
Does anyone have any stim?
That was it. That was a stem.
oh, all right. So let's go say, and he starts.
Cocaine.
Yeah, you give him a bit of the old cocaine, and he wakes up and he's like, he has no idea what's going on. He's still very groggy. The ship starts to shudder quite badly, and your feet start to slip as the deck tips more.
Everybody into the shuttle, and
Yeah.
I sit down in the pilot seat. The bloody pilot seat.
Your Grace, do you know how to fly?
He goes, I have driven my sword through the heart of man. I could fly with dragons.
I trust this man.
All right, hold on.
Well, Your Grace, we are. This is G17 Delta Squad, Magistratum Mundanus.
Yeah.
There was
Go
an
ahead
attempted
and
coup.
tell him who we are so that he knows before we all die.
I have to tell him. We are attempting to extract you from the Zeppelin. It is being destroyed.
Do you consent
None
to
of
being
us know how to
distracted?
fly shuttles. Do you know how to do this, sir?
He goes,
All right, I did an operate surface roll
on an aircraft.
on an
Doesn't work that way.
Maybe Chief look for autopilot button.
Yeah.
That's what the roll is for.
All right.
I'm looking for an autopilot takeoff.
So you hit a button and you hear the engines start to tech up, like they're whistling and starting to come up to power.
Okay, and I search frantically around the cockpit for a manual or a checklist or anything.
You seem to recall a manual taped to the halfling's leg you whipped into the props. You saw its little pages go fluttering out into the night and thought it was hilarious.
Yes.
Hey guys, I want to tell you that I'm pretty okay with falling. You guys might not be.
No. Can you use your magic to do anything for this aircraft? Can you magically
Plan
make
B.
it fly?
Wait, Ricky,
Can I
what if-
attempt to cast float on the flying Zeppelin?
Or just not the Zeppelin, but the thing we're in?
The shuttle, yeah.
Well, what is the weight limit?
I think it's a self thing only. Let me double check.
I mean, we could start to fudge it, but I'm going to make you push it to do it.
Hold on.
Even if we can't save the shuttle, we can all just like huddle around the governor, and then you do float on the governor.
And you're like, Mary
Yeah, Mary
Poppins.
Poppins and shit.
Mary
Oh, that
Poppins.
would be
and
great.
Oh my God.
Jiminy, Jim,
Yeah.
Jim.
Oh no, that would be perfect because Griglak is the strongest. So just if he holds his sword and then we all hold on to him, his sword will take us down to the earth.
The governor's he doesn't know what plane of existence he is. He's not holding on to shit.
Oh no, it's just me. You guys are fucked.
It would have been funny if you
Like,
said,
I'm touching the ceiling. I'm like, and I just start floating. I'm like, oh wait, no.
No.
That doesn't work.
Griglak can't fall. Griglak okay too.
What? No.
Let's do this.
You can't
Go half the distance
superhero.
from 50 miles to 25.
Yeah, you can't
You know what?
superhero fall into the ground and like take a
Well,
knee and be like, "Sss."
All these birds are destroying the Zeppelin and it's burning around us and exploding. Just this giant fucking like one way out of here. We need to just someone get in the pilot seat. And
I'm in the pilot seat.
who's got the highest tech use in here?
Me.
Oh,
Tech use is him. Operate surface is me.
Wait,
And we share deception.
my Guardian wrote special ability called Giant Bird.
Ricky, can you bamboozle a pilot into getting on this shuttle?
Where are they at? The hangar bay is empty. We burned a hole in it.
Right.
I'm sure they all showed up and were like, "Oh my god, my shuttle's on fire!" And then it collapsed.
The Emperor protects.
All right, the floor starts to give way under the shuttle
as the fucking shuttle slides off the hangar bay.
You're gonna be
tech use. Do it.
What
Chief
can I?
burn fate point.
I'm not certified to do
does
this.
anyone have
You
any,
get in the co-pilot seat. I've got operate surface. I got tech use. I got stealth. I got really high
I get in
stealth.
the co-pilot seat and start putting on all the seat belts.
all of them?
Probably tighten them up because I'm even skinnier than the fucking ratling.
Yeah,
right.
he's got a couple of mine from the pilot wedged in there.
I'm sitting there just holding holding one of those handles through my arm while I'm trying to light a cigarette at the same time.
Yeah, Ricky, the no smoking lamp is not lit. Feel free.
The no smoking lamp.
So, all right, you're gonna try to fly it between you. What do either of you have pilot surface or pilot?
I have operate surface.
Do you have operate any air vehicle? Anything?
Wait. I'm a voidborn. That means that I can attempt pilot pilot voidcraft even without having the skill. I just have to roll agility -20.
All right, buddy.
Because I'm a spacer. I'm a spaceman.
So, as a spaceman's, this is your crowning moment.
And with no fate points.
Oh man, this is bad.
Punch it, bud.
Your agility's not great, is it?
No, it's 53.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
So I start
Flip
reading
of the coin.
I just start reading out. He just You're right. Just thinks back to childhood, like the.
He starts reading off the missing checklist from memory.
Yeah, no, he just remembers what the he just remembers what the shuttle pilots would say out loud as they were doing the checklist because it's also a matter of ritual, and he's just repeating it. And it's not the same model of shuttle, probably not, but
he's got his eyes closed and he's flipping things by remembrance.
A, B, C, D, engine 1. Whoa!
Oh my god!
It's 7 under. Wow! So you do you just fire everything up, flip it all up. You just punch the throttle, and you're out. You're out into the sky and straight and level. You hear an enormous explosion behind you.
We see a cloud of birds.
Please tell me that thing's coming down over city center.
As you crane and look, all like children through the portholes, you see the ship breaking up and falling down directly over downtown and all those Ponzi assholes who gave you so much shit.
Yes.
Take that, primary tax base.
You also
that certainly won't have any follow-on effects.
You see it being trailed by a swarm of ruthless burning birds. So, as you fly,
I'm glad I used my weird psyker orb before that.
I'm about to say, is this going to be a bigger damage than our orb?
yeah. Oh, yes.
Probably the fire.
Yeah. But all those people.
Delta. We've saved the city.
Boom.
Where's the governor?
Fires everywhere.
He's in the back.
He's in the back.
The governor has his seatbelt on.
He's in the back.
I don't think
sleeping.
he fits in seatbelts.
No, he's very big.
Just combine two of them. You can just.
We've got a cargo net holding him to the floor.
He's got a pacifier in his mouth because he probably took some of my ecstasy that I had.
Oh,
yeah, he's muttering about.
He's
all
doing some medium that you can't hear.
Oh God! So you hear the Vox beep twice.
Will somebody get that?
Putting on his head radio. Yeah.
You hear, "Hello, gentlemen. I see that the edifices of the old world are crashing down upon the new."
We saved the governor, sir.
Ah, splendid. Worlds can be rebuilt, but dynasties must be forged.
Yes, sir.
He says that, but there was a road trader casualty. What's that about?
He just laughs and he goes, "Oh, I'm sure we'll sort it out. Say, would you guys like to stick around? I have a job for you."
Where do you
Well,
want
sir,
this
I'm not
guy?
qualified to pilot this.
Oh, no one really is in the end, but if you could please adjust heading to the sunrise, I will meet you by morning, and perhaps we'll offer a job to you inquisitive gentlemen.
Your eye just like connects it down like. Okay. Adjusting heading. Do I need to roll to adjust heading?
No, and he goes, "Thank you for being so very useful." And then there's a
Thank
click.
you, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say nobody responds.
Yeah, just
You're just going like, what?
Oh, we knew we were
My
cool.
guys,
You guys are all wearing headsets. He's the only one with nothing on, so he's just hearing ooh from the aircraft.
I'm trying to figure out where we were helpful. I'm like, a lot of burning holes and dead birds.
We should check on Kelso.
yeah.
Yes.
As you head off into the sunset, your future unknown, I will say that perhaps we could revisit these characters at a future time. But that will end.
That is actual Dark Heresy.
Yes, and that will
Second
end.
edition.
Maybe. That'll end the Magistratum Mundanus, gentlemen.
God damn.
The way we just bumbled through everything.
I know you bungled
Deal
through
with the
everything.
naked gun.
You
We
naked
just
gunned
We
Dark Heresy.
Austin powered our way through the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I originally wrote this. I originally wrote this whole fucking thing as you just fly off into the sunset and it ends. I had originally written this whole thing as like L.A. Noir, and it was going to be like semi-serious with some dark horror moments that were funny. And then you guys just turned it into the naked gun and all survived.
Give you weapons. You gave us fucking a shit ton of guns. What did you expect?
Well, I gave you a
I
shit
have
ton
a
of...
bolter and the ability never to miss a shot.
Well, true. However, I did throw enough people at you with enough firepower for them to be able to kill you in any firefight. And you guys just managed to be like, I'm not going down in those sewers. I'm blowing them up.